Alright, and we're back. So what I decided to do is we're going to do this little fish. And for this experiment, I am going to just do a little bit of marbling with my blue. And because I already kind of know that's a known commodity, so I know the blue mixes very well. I've already got my powders measured. I might have a little extra, so I pulled out a couple of extra molds just in case. And I did find something the other day that seemed to really work. So I was mixing my pigment into the powder first, and then as you mix in your mixture to get your EcoResin right, you're also mixing in your pigment at the same time. So we'll do that. Let's give this stuff all the fair opportunities it may need. Okay, so I've just mixed it in with, there's no water in there. That's just powder and pigment. And then we have our main batch, and then of course after we get this ready, we'll put it into this. But you can see that it's cold. It just came out of the fridge. My fridge is set at 40 degrees, so we're gonna say it's roughly 40 degrees. I haven't had it out for maybe but a couple minutes right before setting up for this. So 40-degree water going into mixed mold or EcoResin. Well, let's see if we get that longer working time that we were after. Of course, I think I added too much water. Let's throw another scoop in there. That's what I got extras out for. Just off my game today, guys. Just got a lot to do before the hubby comes home. Might have to use both of the extra molds I pulled out. Okay. Okay. Well, we're going to let that sit for just a second while we mix up the other. Okay. Wow, are we on to something? Are we on to, because you guys saw last time, like by the time I was mixing this up and I went back to this, it was almost like it was really starting to get thick. And the consistency really hasn't changed at all. Okay, just making sure that's thoroughly mixed. Yeah, like, I mean, and this is still. And the other day I added extra water too, thinking if I had it runny that it would go into the mold a lot easier. And by this point we were already setting up, so we might be on to something. And I don't want to pour my stuff in here. Well, I guess I could. I guess we could. Oh, look at that pretty swirl. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to carefully add it to here. I might have made it too thin. I was worried about it getting too thick on us. We might just end up with a blue fish. Wow, are you kidding me? No extras. I thought I made so much more than I needed. Oh, that's funny. That filled it up perfect. Guys, I'm impressed. That, I mean, if anything, I put too much water in there. No issues with it setting up too fast. Okay, I got hope for this stuff. I think we're on to something. Next time when I do it, I'll try it with that other pigment and see if it was the pigment. But other than that, other than temperature, I did a lot of water, a little bit of, I did the water in various degrees, super runny, not runny. So that I've already figured out. That has no effect on it. I think the more water added was worse. Hence the one in the trash can from the last video. Let's see, I've used all different pigments, so the pigments aren't the question. Now when I did use, both times I used the dark red pigment, it did set up a lot faster. So question mark on the super dark the dark red pigment. But this is like, I mean, I wish it wasn't as watery as what it was when it went in. So I may be onto something. Okay, refrigerated water, check. We can do that. That's easy stuff. All right, I'll save my cup and go wash my stuff. Put this aside. All right, guys. So we're gonna do a quick unmold of our fish that we did with the cold water. And before I get this out, some of the pigment just settled to the top, so I'm just going to wipe that off, and I'll take it under the sink and clean it off. So just extra blue. That's why I always wear gloves unmolding these. So let's see what our little fish looks like. Let's see. So our experiment worked. Definitely cold water is the trick. Oh boy, we gotta get his tail out. Okay, so there is our fish, and there's a little bubble by his tail, but we can fix that. That's no problem. And there is our little fish. So yeah, this tail, with it being like kind of with resin, it's easy because it just stretches and you pop it out. But getting we got to remember to, oh, I know, as I can't talk in English, on all of our other pieces, if you remember, we always squeeze all of our little bits. I was so excited the fact that it was still runny and not already solidifying. I forgot to squeeze his little tail and stuff, so that was on me. but that's how it turned out. All nice and cured. It's been probably about 3 hours since I poured this, and all is well. So I'll clean him up and I'll show you. You'll see it at the end. Wow, this has been a day. All right, guys, so we're back with our little fish, and I was just trying to decide what we're gonna do with him to dress him all up and make him look very cute. So let's see, we got a nice dark blue fading out into the lighter blue. So that's kind of cool. I don't want to lose that, but I do want to give him a little bit of glisten. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 colors of the iridescent acrylic, bluish purple flash and aqua flash, and I just put them in this little mixing cup, and going to mix this around. I'm kind of hoping for like a aqua sort of color there. So there we go. And then I'm going to take some of the white pearlescent color, mother of pearl, but I'm just going to lightly brush over his scales with that, just to give it a little bit of a glisten, but I don't want to cover the color, so I'll go kind of watery on that. And with his little fins, we're just going to go along here. So what I'll do is I'll put you all on a fast forward, and I will see you on the other side. Enjoy the music. So here we go. This is part 1. So we've got him, I took like a kind of a watery mix, and he's still wet. Did kind of a watery mix all around him, gave him 2 coats on the fins. He had that nice blue to light blue kind of gradation. So I didn't want to mess with that too much. I just wanted to put a little bit of shimmer on him. And then I decided to really make his fins stand out from the rest. So they're that bluish green mix that I made. I wish I could put this back into a bottle, but I can't. So that's why I gave him a second coat. Try to save everything I can. And then I took some of the same brand paint. Let's see, his body's dry, his fins are not. So I took this black flash and did his little eyes. So he's got little eyes now, and I'm debating, do I want to? I was thinking about putting some UV resin on his little eyes to make them really shine up. And let's see, let's put a little drippy drop. Drip a drop a drop. Okay. This is the low viscosity, unfortunately, because that's what I have. So let's get any air bubbles out. And I'm going to get a Q-tip and go and just kind of go around his eye a little bit. I don't want all this extra on there. Less than a drop apparently is the ticket here. Let's do our UV light. Okay, and we'll do the same on the other side, and then I'll put him under the big lamp for a couple of minutes. This is just to set this so that this UV resin doesn't go everywhere like it almost already did. Ooh, I did better with that one. I only need to do that for a second. And before anybody fusses at me, yes, I should be wearing gloves. Okay, so very cute. And I'm gonna let him dry. And that's it all. So with that, I will get you some final pictures, and I hope everybody's having a good evening. And sorry for no videos. We just we were stuck in Louisiana because of really bad weather. It's been really crazy stormy here in the south, and tornado warnings going up everywhere, severe thunderstorms, all the good stuff. So I was stuck in Louisiana for a little bit, and not near any of my art projects. We were working on our camp. So maybe I'll take you all along for a video of our camp down there and see where a lot of this artwork ends up that I make. So with that, I'll get you some final pictures, and everybody, I hope you have a good night. Please like and subscribe. I'm still working on getting things nice and smooth, so I appreciate everyone's patience, and let's make some beautiful stuff together. Bye now.